welcome to video 4 of Fun with Scales. And we've had 3 videos now where hopefully you've been practicing all 12 major scales, all 12 major arpeggios and all 12 minor arpeggios in various ways. And if you've not seen those videos, check out Fun with Scales videos 1, 2 and 3. We've got a lot of information under our belts now, hopefully at our fingertips and beginning to come out across our instrument. But the thing with practice is we've got to keep doing it, and you've got to do it regularly. You've got to practice these exercises and these techniques every day, and that can become monotonous. So we're going to try and relieve the boredom a little bit today and make sure that you're practicing the right material but in different ways. So we've already discussed lots of different ways in which to practice what I've set out in the previous videos. Up one way, down another way, all descending, major to minor with the arpeggios, all sorts of different ways, but we've had them a few weeks now and you may well be thinking, I'd like to try a different way of practicing these scales, or perhaps it's time to see if you really do know them and you're not just learning a certain pattern, perhaps just a chromatic pattern. So today I want to talk to you very briefly about the circle of fifths. The circle of the fifths is one of the most important musical concepts you can learn. It's useful for notation, transposition, understanding key signatures and familiarising yourself with the general structure of music. It really is a vital part of your music theory. So if you don't know much about the cycle of fifths, it might be worth me just talking a little bit about how it's made up. The cycle of fifths looks like a clock face, and we start with C at 12 and we travel round. And the reason it's called the cycle of fifths is because every note, every key moves up in the interval of a fifth. So we start on C and then we move up 5. C, D, E, F, G. That's your next note, tone centre if you like. From G we move up a fifth again. G, A, B, C, D. And this continues moving round in fifths around all the keys. C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp or D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, F, and then we're back up to C. Okay, so round this cycle of fifths we can now practice our exercises. So perhaps today we're practicing our major arpeggios. Rather than playing them chromatically or playing up one and down another, I might like to move them around the cycle of fifths, starting on C, up 5 notes to G, up 5 notes to D, 5 notes higher from D is up to A, E, B, F sharp, or maybe you'd think of it as its enharmonic G flat, D flat, with a D flat on the bottom, A flat, E flat, up another 5 notes, B flat, F, and once we've reached F, G, A, B, C, we're up to C again, so we're back to the top of the cycle of fifths. Some of you may already be well aware of the cycle of fifths, and it's a good way to practice. It starts you getting used to the idea of how music is structured and how harmony works, and these patterns and these structures and sequences come round time and time again in music and in playing and within harmony. So it's a nice tool in the toolbox for practicing the scales and the arpeggios that we've already looked at. If I do that a little bit quicker, can hear there that it's got a lovely sequence to it. You can hear the chords changing, and that's a very common type of shift in harmony. If you think about the cycle of fifths as a clock face and work round clockwise, you can also think about it anti-clockwise, and that will take you around the cycle of fourths, and the changes between the keys are then in intervals of a fourth. See? Fourth to F, to B flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. 4 notes up in the E flat major scale, E flat, F, G, A flat, etc. And you could also work around the cycle of fourths. So you get 2 for 1 with this pattern. You can practice all the things we've looked at in the previous 3 videos around the cycle of fifths and around the cycle of fourths, allowing you to keep practicing this really important and necessary material, but perhaps now in a new way, which breaks up a little bit the monotony of practicing. I hope you find that useful. If you'd like some more tips or more advice or any other suggestions about using the cycle of fifths and the cycle of fourths and how that relates to keys, major and minor, drop me a line, philshottonmusic.co.uk. It'd be lovely to hear from you. In the meantime, happy practicing, keep having fun with those scales, and I'll see you next time.